We're here in Wellenspiele in St. Pauli. This is a recording studio where everything Mantar related started.
I think it was back in 2012 where I wrote you an email asking if you want to join the band. That basically was just me.
And I said no.
No.
Then I said yes.
And then I gave you money and then you said yes, yes.
I just wanted to finish music, and then he wrote me an email and asked me if I would like to make some music with him.
I think it was pretty much the last hooray for both of us in a way. Just like I did not have any success whatsoever with other bands. Let's form a band and do a demo tape. I mean, it was nothing that was unheard of in the underground, but back at that time in 2012, everybody was completely about going apeshit for vinyl and whatnot, and I thought, hey, we should do just a tape and that's it. Let's form a band, write some songs, do a tape, play one or two shows here in Hamburg locally, and call it quits, like punk rock. And based on the songs we wrote back then, that was just like immediately came our first album, in fact, that we recorded here. But yeah, we both like said, okay, this is probably the last try.
Two things. One thing was no half-ass shit. So what we're doing, we're gonna do it with 150% of ours. And the second, I remember we also like wanted to not reach anything, but like be the hardest band in Hamburg or something.
We just tried, or like at least I think we were the hardest working band. I don't know if we were the hardest, probably not, but the work ethics were a little bit crazy. Basically our first, like, you could say like 4 years of our band life or 3 years was just like happening in this room. We were rehearsing pretty much like every day of the week we could. You were like traveling by train by that time. And after the rehearsals, you usually went to go to work, like at the Reeperbahn, as a bouncer.
The life was
pretty
much about working.
It was just work and playing music. We actually very soon figured out that no one else wanted to join the band. In fact, we were searching for a bass player and no one of our circle of friends wanted to join, in fact. And it was like, yeah, another band, get the fuck out of here. So it just remained the two of us. So I think with the two of us, it was just a heavenly match. As complicated as it is and gets from time to time, traveling and decision making, also being a two-piece is the most democratic thing ever, because if one of us says no, it ain't gonna happen, vice versa as well. So, and that sounds very romantic in a way, but in fact, it's also very frustrating sometimes. But here we are still, 12 years later, rocking in the free world.